We want to say hi to Jerry Seinfeld for introducing the talk about the nip.
Yeah, it's true. How do you know when sex happens?
There's usually a nipple present. So we're talking about what's sexy and what is mundane can be sexy. I think what's sexy involves a different energy, it involves a different intent, and it always involves consent. So what do you think?
Can I touch you?
Right, that's consent because, yeah, it is sexy, so it kind of just throws me off when you do it.
Consent is sexy.
No, you
as well.
touching my ear is sexy.
I was going for your head.
Yeah.
Right. So consent sexy, energy sexy, intention is what makes things sexy, right?
Yeah, emotion and your attraction.
Okay, but then what makes something sex? Like can't just be like, this is not the only thing that make like heterosexual penis and vagina. Like there's so much more.
I love that. This is
Bam,
not
bam,
the
bam,
only
bam, bam, bam.
And there he is, Bonanza, riding on the horse. That was.
Yeah, exactly. So there's a whole, like, I think when I hear the word sex, people are automatically, just because of how we're conditioned, how we're raised, we think, bam, heterosexual intercourse. And there's so much more than that.
We think action, penetration, thrusting. Don't we?
Right. And then we think, I don't think of all the action. That sounds aggressive.
Yeah, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, you gotta move there. Oh, action, sex.
I prefer it gentler, just quieter. No.
Okay.
Shh. But anyway,
is that too much information?
The whole story that this idea came to me is because I got in this huge argument with this girl who said to me that sex is only for procreation, and anything that's happening outside of the scope of what can be used for procreation, that heterosexual intercourse, which is great, but it's not for everyone. If that's not what's happening, then sex isn't what's happening. And I was livid. I was so angry, so upset. Because I was like,
you gotta work on that anger issue. But, so, procreation. So, when I'm having sex and I'm using a condom and I'm not planning on procreating, I'm not having sex.
Not according to this, sweetheart.
Oh.
I think we're here to say no.
Oh, that's sex. That's sex. I'm sorry. You should have told her that. There are a lot of P's involved in sex, not just purpose and planning, but pleasure. Pleasure. That's the big P for sex. And yeah, there's procreation involved.
When I think pleasure, that's what I think.
Yeah, I still think passion cheesecake. But that's another story.
Okay.
There's procreation involved.
Procreation can be involved, but pleasure is the main P.
Right, because,
it's the pleasure principle. Oh!
Men having sex, there's no procreation, and it's still sex.
Yeah.
Women having sex, there's no procreation.
And it's still sex.
Mm-hmm.
And sorry, Bill Clinton, blowjobs are also sexual relations.
But speaking about P, no. No, it isn't just all the P's. There's a couple of C's, like clitoris.
That's the major one, I think.
Because we're women, we're gonna say
that. But that's what we know to talk about. I don't think it would be fair for us to talk about. I don't know about that penis P over there. You guys can come over here and let us know what you think about that. But what I know is that the clitoris is around just for pleasure.
Just for pleasure. When we talk about intent and energy, they're what? From 1,000 to 10,000
nerve endings.
Nerve endings in the clitoris.
And they're just there to have fun. Like a bunch of guys who got together and they're like, let's just crowd around this girl's pussy and make fun.
No.
Pussy fun. That's what a clitoris is. What can a clitoris do but have fun?
Well, you tickle it and it laughs back.
Fuck tickle me Elmo. Everybody gets a clitoris.
You're not Oprah.
I'm kidding. I'm sorry. And we can't give everyone a clitoris. Not everyone wants a clitoris. I get that. But I have one and I like it a lot.
Thanks for sharing. Thanks for sharing.
I think the point is that our bodies were made for a lot more than making babies. Our bodies were made to make fun sex.
Sex is the pursuit of physical pleasure, spiritual pleasure, mental pleasure. We're sexual beings. We're spiritual beings.
So I'm going to leave you guys with a question. If you're watching this on Facebook, YouTube, wherever you catch us, Twitter, tell us what sex is to you.
Yeah. I'd be interested. Moms, can you tell me?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
sex, everything you dreamed it would be. No, I'm kidding. I don't want to know what you thought it was going to be before.
Yeah.
But What is it? What fun falls under that awesome category umbrella that we've decided to devote our lives to talking about?
Next time we'll talk about the clitorati.
The clitorati. They're dangerous and they're coming to your neighborhood.
No,
I'm kidding. They're gentle and
when
loving.
Your clitoris is just so happy and smiling, and it feels like there are 50 million of them.